Hi Aries, welcome to your December Tarot Insights. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. I have two special offers for the month of December and other additional readings as well. So if you want to know more about the services I offer, just email me and I will gladly provide all the info required. Or if you would like to donate and support to my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram pages. So Aries, I feel like Aries, during this month of December, you are really trying to work hard, especially in building your dreams or in building something in your life, working on something diligently, full with a lot of discipline in achieving a goal or achieving something that brings you hope towards the future. So there's a little bit of a hopeful energy for Aries that are, understanding the power of themselves to manifest and to create from their own efforts and their own hard work things that they have been desiring for a long time. I feel like some of you are regaining hope and are regaining some inspiration, okay? It's like some perspective from things that used to concern you or used to be more in the dark. There's some light being cast here in previous circumstances that were not that bright or not that favorable. The stars is in the subconscious, so it's something that you may not be as conscious, but it may reveal itself to you gradually during the month. So the star brings hope, the star brings vision. The star is all about you and what makes you unique, what makes you special, what makes you shine. So I also feel like some of you are finding some answers through your efforts, through your work, through your insistence in digging deep, in getting somewhere. It's like an energy like of a detective, a little bit of a detective metaphor here is like really digging to find that treasure or to find that special location, or that it's like that some of you are digging to find the silver lining or the meaning of something. Others of you are digging to find the way out of whatever circumstances you don't like and you want to change in your life. Others of you are trying to figure out your talents. What am I good about? What is my talent? What would I like to do about it? How can I turn this into something that I can profit from and I can build solid systems in my life with, which is the Eight of Pentacles, but it's in the soul position. So it means that self-improvement is definitely at your reach during this time. It's like putting your mind and your energies straight into just one thing that you want to get better at, one thing where you want to see improvements, one thing at a time. And as you work on that single goal diligently, I feel like you will see great results during this month. Though some of you are still battling some type of restless thinking that sometimes may be going against this attempt to improve. I feel like some of you have like something. This Nine of Swords is in the future position, so there's still some challenges to be faced during the month. But I feel like in looking back to the previous readings, this one is one that has much more of a hopeful glimpse to get somewhere. This Nine of Swords in the future means that as the month progresses, you may still be challenged with mental stress, guilt, shame, or feeling caught up, in the middle of situations that you don't know how to be free from, or you don't know how to fix, how to go back to, how to mend it. It's like an over stimulation of negative thoughts that end up consuming you, and they can be quite violent and quite distressing even to your health. So pay extra attention to when you start feeling like that snowball of negative thinking. It starts to kind of overwhelm you. Try to be an observer of those. It's hard, yes, but try, because with the Eight of Pentacles and the Star, you definitely can find ways to, fight against it. Fight against this. This is, the old way. This is the old way. This is the way of fear. This is the way of guilt. This is the way of beating yourself down, or making you feel guilty, or making you feel ashamed, or making you feel worried about things that just happen, and there's nothing else you can do about it. It's like an energy of you can't do anything about it. What you can do now is take whatever those experiences gave you, which definitely they gave you a lot, and you can work with it. You can work with, okay, maybe you did something in the past that you regret doing, but you can't go back there. You can't go back there and redo it. So in the present time, what you can do is take that experience and try to become a better version of you, if that's what you want, or if it's that what you feel caused whatever this stress is about. But it could also be that if you feel like someone did something wrong to you, or something that you just feel like it's not fair, if you feel like you've left in a position where you've lost and someone has won something, you can't do anything about it. What you can now is to prove yourself, and whoever maybe you want to prove, that you are growing, you are better, you have so much, so much. So why go back into the place of self, it's like a sense of victimizing yourself or bullying yourself over things you can't change, over things that won't get better just because you are stressing over them. So it's taking step by step. That's why I feel it's important for you, for some of you, of course, that this applies. This is a general reading. Always remember that. To take one situation or one problem or one circumstance at a time, because it's easily to get wrapped up in this, okay? So if you start trying to do many things or get better at many things at the same time, you're just going to feel overwhelmed again. Take one thing that means something to you. Take one thing that gives you hope. Take one thing that you feel is fundamental towards the bettering of your identity, of that star. That star is the hope that lies or in the power of you, which is something nobody else has. It's something that nobody else has. And once we realize this, it's easier to get through again, dig deeper and deeper and deeper towards enlightenment or towards healing, because the star is also healing, is flow. So let things flow as well. Let things be, because this haunts you. This provides, so many issues at so many levels, mentally, health-wise, emotionally, relationship-wise. Our productivity is also becomes very, frail. It's one of those, I really don't like this card because it's one of those cards that, again, it's like a snowball. You end up, it becomes with one thought, usually, one negative thought. But then that negative thought is going to bring others that are associated with it, and then more and more and more and more and more, and it never stops. And suddenly you have this big dark cloud overwhelming you, and you feel so weak and you feel so small against everything, you know, that the problems, the past, the circumstances, the fears, everything you did wrong, everything others did wrong to you, how you wish it could be better. Well, it can't, because you can't go there. Wait, it can be better is now. And I'm insisting on this message because I feel it's particularly important during this period, because there's a tendency here to sometimes maybe feel less motivated when something is not going right, and then going back to this anger, but also guilt. Anger, guilt, anger, guilt. It's like a passive aggressive vibration that I'm feeling here as well. I also feel like you're very aware that maybe people or just the energies that surround some of you are not the best, but again, you're trying with the focus of the Eight of Pentacles, which is where I feel you can find the best results during this month. You're trying with the energy of Eight of Pentacles to be present for yourself and for those you care about, and that's it. And focus on that. Focus on the goal of bringing light where there's darkness, on being the light, on being love where there's no love, on being respectful where there's no respect. Is again being better. Don't fight fire with fire. Be better. For our Aries, I'm sorry, dealing with, you know, people or energies around them that are just not good. Don't fall in the temptation to again down level yourself towards that, because I feel like your discipline and your improvement brings results and rewards. Some of you may be stressed with work, or you may be stressed with the demands of whatever new endeavors you may be taking. Some of you that are taking a risk on, you know, building your own business or investing in your dreams. Some of you that have recently made a decision to start something on your own. You may be, again, caught up in this. You may be questioning too much your capabilities or your capacity to make something work. Don't do that. Again, any time in the month of December where you start questioning yourself so much that it ends up becoming, you know, an energy that paralyzes you with fear, this is a sign of something you shouldn't take seriously, of something you shouldn't really give credit, because it's those ghosts of the mind, okay, in the back of your mind, still telling you that you can't be better, that you can't get out of whatever situation you are in. Yes, you can, and yes, you will. But yes, it requires work. Yes, it requires patience, but vision. I also feel like some of you are gaining, as the month progresses, again, vision. It's like a direction or you know, a glimpse of, oh, this is it. This is the way, or this is what I have been missing out during the previous months that made me not know what to do. There's a sense of clarity coming, you know, especially when you fight against that Nine of Swords, and don't look back. Don't look back on how things were. And when I say that, it's not don't look back, of course, that we all, there are periods in our lives that we all need to kind of understand the past or integrate the past so we can heal properly in the present and the future storylines. But when I say don't look back, is don't allow yourself to be wrapped in an energy where you go back to a place of belittling yourself from things that you cannot change. When I say don't look back, is you can't go back and change anything. So you're spending time worrying about what could have been, what could have been done better, what you could have said, whatever, you're spending time there in a time frame where you have no power. Yes, there's no power there for you. The power is now, where you are, and hopefully where you can be next to that. So I hope you have a great month of December. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I want to wish all of you happy holidays, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.